of said cheese. So I do agree with you. There's a lot less kind of hiding behind that stuff, and a lot more just having to be better, I guess. But anyways,
we got 9superpie,
and
very
Sonicfiend.
Yeah, 9superpie, very good Wii Fit player. Recently turned Wario player, I believe. Their Wario's like very good. And then Sonicfiend we're all very familiar with, as he's a treasured Tri-State member. Reppin' Sonic, which you honestly don't see too much of in Tri-State, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. I think that character. Well, although Sonic did just get buffs, didn't he?
He did.
Right?
He got like I think fixes. So like I know they made a lot of multi-hits more consistent, and that they're easier to connect. But then some of them also got like you kind of have to like use some of them in a different way. Like Pikachu's forward air is like a lot more different now, depending on what hitbox you hit with. Opponents can just fall out. It's really weird. I feel like people still have, like these are the few fixes or buffs or nerfs to the game that people still haven't fully figured out yet. I feel like a lot of people figured out the ones with like Ness and other characters. Like Nana, for example, is like a lot better now. Takes less damage and stuff like that. But I'm very curious about like the multi-hit consistency fixes with like the rapid jab finishers and the forward airs. Really not sure about all that just yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I haven't really seen. To be honest with you, I don't even, despite the Wi-Fi, I don't really see this character a ton even then. I mean, I've seen it a few times, and I do know that there has been so many, since release, complaints about Sonic in terms of just his original confirms not connecting or things not matching the animation or just dropping outright to the point where people are like, this character's just bad.
Yeah, that's I feel like the bridge you have to cross with like characters that thrive mostly off of multi-hits, like Sonic's spin charge or down B or whatever it's called. Like I know that people can just fall out of that sometimes and stuff like that. So it seems like Sonics have almost opted for a playstyle where they just trying to get like multiple chip hits in rapid succession, rather than aiming to kill or set up for something. They're just like, all right, I'm trying to get you to kill % or accidentally off stage, and then I'll just hit you with my big kill move, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah, it would seem that way. A lot of like hit and run, and then just try to find something.
9superpie, like, you know, as many players who excel on Wi-Fi tend to do, it seems like he's got a pretty good on paper game plan of how to combat Sonic. He's been camping the platforms a lot, using that chomp because it does apparently catch Sonic's approaches, which is pretty nutty. This is looking kind of scary for Sonicfiend, just because it doesn't seem like 9 is looking uncomfortable in like any aspect. He's almost camping Sonic out, which is pretty crazy. Because like you don't really see a lot of people camp Sonic.
It doesn't work like that usually. But
I guess just because he has the lead, though. You know, my man's like, you know, I'll just hold my ground. You have to run into me, and if we trade, we trade. Like you're still going down first. And he's still got Waft, which I don't think he has any intentions of using anytime soon.
He doesn't need to. He's been kind of just chilling.
Wario's hitboxes are more than good enough to deal with this matchup. Ooh.
Oh.
That being said, though, dealing with the boot, I'm gonna kick them out. He said, "No, I'll show you the door."
Yeah, making something happen there. And there's the Waft. That's a pretty big turn of events for Sonicfiend.
Yeah, no, if you see a Wario miss a Waft, you might as well enter the lottery at that point, because you're getting hella lucky on that one.
Yeah, how much time does that buy him? How long does it take to get that move to full?
It takes 2 minutes, I think, for it to be fully charged.
It's a while, dude. I mean, especially you look at the game, we're sitting 3 minutes left, so that's one potential Waft. Still a lot of time, though. So,
and even half Waft is, like, pretty potent as well. Like, you know, we credit Waft for taking stocks like at pretty early percents, like around like 40 to 60, but like half Waft can take stocks at like 100 or something like that if the confirm is hit just right as well. So it's definitely a burst option that Sonicfiend has to be very aware of. He can't rest on his laurels just yet, just because of one Waft whiff. One Waft whiff. Try saying that 5 times fast.
I can't.
I can't either.
Alright, so yeah, this is a pretty slow pace, and at this pace, we're definitely going to see another Waft, and really all 9superpie needs to do is, that, and then get that Waft.
He gave him a good game.
Yeah.
He gave him the locker room congratulations. Yeah, he's just looking super duper comfortable. Like he doesn't like a lot of players. I feel like tend to fall apart against Sonic because they start panicking about how they can't hit him. But if you've got a lead, do you really have to hit anybody if you've got a good lead with a character that does pretty well out of shield?
Guess not. Dude, I feel like with each ticking second, this gets worse for Sonicfiend. And I know that's like kind of the plan though for him though. Even though with the minute 42, it doesn't really serve him. What do you do, right? Like, because
it's weird because Sonic's game plan like works against him in this aspect. Like he can play this style really well against other characters, but when you're fighting a time bomb who is just begging to explode, you have to almost take the aggressive almost all the time because it's like, well, if I'm not at least a stock up on this dude, he can delete mine whenever he feels like. I think one falling up air or up tilt confirmed is going to spell curtains for Sonicfiend right here.
Yeah, and we are getting pretty close here. About a minute left. That waft, yep, there it is, fully online, and can definitely do a lot of damage at this moment.
I don't tend to like. This might be a personal thing for me, but I don't tend to like freak out too much like as a commentator when I see sets like these because maybe it's just because I don't watch like a lot of VODs for Wi-Fi tournaments. Like most of it is when I commentate. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's slow gameplay, I hate this, but like it's almost interesting to see how players will deal with Sonic and dissect him to a point where you're almost playing his game better than he is.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just kind of part of it. You know, I know everyone likes sometimes. Oh my god!
Yeah, I always forget about that hitbox, the one where he flies upward. Like you got to be worried about that move horizontally and vertically.
Well, we got him. That was a pretty long game one, but that is going to be super. 9superpie figuring it out in the end.
He called him out like really hard for that.
Yeah, he sure did, dude. He literally let it rip.
He was begging. He was like, "Yo, swing on me, please. Please swing on me. Please give me hands.
Well, you know what it is?
I need you to come over here."
He knew he was going to have to come in and do damage or do something. I mean, he was down a good 70-80% as it was. So with that in mind, that was beautifully timed. That was really, really well timed. So that is going to be game one, a very long game one, heading over in the direction of 9superpie and Sonicfiend. I don't know, man. He probably has a pretty strong stomach to situations like that where it takes a while, and then you end up still losing. But that's the game plan, you know. Got to stick to it.
It's gotta suck though, because everything like you're working for as Sonic is like leading up to that. Like whether just that's just how his kid is developed, so you're like used to that situation a lot of the time. But when you drag out all this time just to get to that point, and then you still lose, it's like damn, like. Yeah, you got to feel a little burnt out after that, but maybe his endurance is high.
The thing is, though, is when it goes the other way, what that does to people, you know, like where, especially because like 9superpie was in the lead like that whole time, and then like if you blow that lead and you lose to like the last 20 seconds left,
yeah, it's got stuck too.
Like, I feel like that's a lot worse.
F in the chat, definitely.
Yeah, like that's like a rage-inducing sort of thing.
So, but 9superpie looked like very, very comfortable that entire time.
Yeah.
Like he didn't look scared at all.
Look who it is!
Yay! Finally! Woohoo!
Who it is!
I'm very happy to see this. Actually,
Me too. I'm excited to see what happens here. So it looks like we're getting a total change up on Sonicfiend's side, and I don't know. Let's see how this plays out. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just happy to see it.
Yeah, this matchup, I don't know. I feel like any commentator would probably say the same exact thing, but I know I'm almost curious to see, just based on what I've experienced with playing Steve thus far. I know this character can do a lot of damage if he connects the right moves. He has tools to deal with characters while they're off stage as well. I feel like the most he is going to struggle is when he's at disadvantage just like this. I also don't know how much time Sonicfiend has put into his Steve. But he seems to have recovering down pretty well.
Yeah, because that is a little bit of a scary aspect of this character. His recovery is not fantastic. Steve's jump, not really known for being good, but my man does place... That's really weird. Does place blocks out, so it kind of compensates for that. But I don't know. There's still... To me, this character is a total... Oh, man.
Oh, he got hit by his own thing.
Yeah, done in by his own block. That's going to... It's going to hurt a little bit, but honestly, I think this is almost going as well as it did with Sonic to start.
Yeah. Oh, he's got him. So this, I'd say, like, whenever you have someone in the minecart command grab, it's almost always best to just charge up and follow up, because they still have to mash out of it in some capacity. So you've pretty much, the move has given you stage control for free, so. But it's also like, you have to weigh that against getting more materials, because without materials, you can't really do any damage, or can't even build blocks off stage either. My man's materials bar is very, very low.
Dude, I'm sorry. Looking at this is almost like seeing
it feels
this
like a
in
fever
context,
dream, right?
Yeah, like a tournament. Like I just kind of can't believe it's happened.
Yeah, it's sunk in that he's out, but it's like, oh, I have to watch him play like actual competitive sets.
It doesn't look like it belongs at all. But I'm so happy it's here. All right.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. I don't know what Steve does in this situation. There's a lot of things if he's able to get Super 9superpie off the stage, but got to figure out how to do that first.
So we're seeing like a huge shift in 9superpie's playstyle, just because I think he understands the fact that if you keep barraging Steve with attacks and you don't give him time to build materials or get anything set up, like, you have to press on him as much as you can. I feel like that's the most like mileage you're going to be getting on Steve, because if you camp Steve like he was to his Sonic Game 1, you're going to let him get materials. You're going to let him mine those diamonds. He's going to have more blocks to build off stage to mix you up with. Like, I feel like being as aggressive as you can on Steve while you know his meter is low and not giving him time to craft anything is going to work in your favor, because if my man's fighting with wood and tools the entire time and no minecart, he's going to be cooked.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty much instantly.
You're absolutely right. So, looking like he's kind of keeping things manageable. Surprisingly slippery considering the mobility of this character. Because it does.
He looks a lot slower than a lot of people, I feel like, give him credit for. I also love the fact that he never goes into tumble. He's just upright at all times. His star KO is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, seeing Sonicfiend's turn around a little bit, you're gonna have to really. I mean, does have diamonds, does have the diamond tools, so isn't a pretty. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
My man got the bike out. Oh, what was that?
So here we go. We're starting to see some of the things.
There you go.
This is what you're supposed to do if you're this character. Having someone off stage is the opportunity you need, but as we can see, that is a little bit not easy to do.
And you notice as soon as 9superpie gave Sonicfiend like time, like I didn't realize how much quicker the diamond items. I didn't realize how much quicker the diamond items work. Also for him mining materials, like once he has diamonds, he can just reverse the meter. I feel like 9superpie is now playing way slower than he needs to, and he's actually starting to lose because of it, I feel like.
Yeah, I think you're right, because it's giving Sonicfiend like a lot of opportunity to just like set things up. Like, look, here we go. We got the tripwire with the TNT. Before we were seeing him get him just far enough with the.
Yo, that move is literally Wonder Wing. A command. It's a command grab. It's a recovery option.
Yeah, if you have the redstone and the gold to make those tracks, it's really strong.
Yeah, and now Sonicfiend has the lead. Like, of course, one good WAF confirm will get him cooked, but Sonicfiend, like, oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah,
dude, that is wild.
I don't know why he decided to play so defensively, because when he was being aggressive and keeping Sonicfiend on the back foot, he was winning like so much. Sonicfiend had no materials. He had no time to put anything down. He had almost no iron left to build a minecart or anything like that. And Sonicfiend just kept playing very defensively, catching these landings with up smash. Once he got diamond weapons, and he triggered the TNT by himself.
That's what I was trying to figure out what the heck happened. So I was like, why you just die? But yeah, there we go.
Just the immediate TNT pressure plate. Yeah, I feel like 9 kind of did himself in a little bit there, because he had a fat lead, and then he was trying to turtle while having waft. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna force you to approach me. But like, once Sonicfiend did start approaching, 9 started putting up his shield, and the minecart is an excellent command grab to deal with the opponent's shielding. So now I think 9 switching to Wii Fit to try and out camp Steve almost, but I feel like that's just not the solution here. I don't know.
He's gonna find out. It's gonna be the same issues as you were just talking about, though. He's gonna give Steve a ton of time to set up, and I mean, Wii Fit
And the
does have...
blocks too. The blocks can block the soccer ball.
I have heard that Steve struggles to projectile spam, and Wii Fit is definitely a character that can handle some projectile spam, but whether it's the kind of projectile spam that's bad for Steve, I guess, remains to be seen.
I feel like 9 did need a switch, but like I guess he's already looking like 10 times more comfortable playing the camping game against Sonicfiend, which is good to see for sure.
Yeah,
I'm really happy to see Steve, man.
Yeah, he really deserves this. Like
he's out here.
Yeah. I can't agree anymore.
I was very shocked at first when he was revealed, but like after seeing how much love they put into his kit, and it wasn't like they didn't seem to be very lazy at all with what they put into him. Like,
no, dude, they've put a ton of attention, like love and detail on this character, despite him being like Western character and Microsoft and originally indie. Like, that's kind of that's like the cool part about having characters like this in the game is despite what they do to the meta, it doesn't matter. Like you're seeing this full-on unique character that takes on every bit of the game that it's from entirely and somehow works with everything else going on here. So,
like they could have just like given him like a pickaxe and like called it a day, but they like put great care like taking things from like the actual game and putting it in Smash. They even had to like apparently they had to like rework every stage to make it mineable and stuff like that. And like I can't even imagine like he's literally adding new platforms into the stage as the match is going. Like I can't even imagine what kind of coding that must have taken.
Yeah, it seems like a lot with this character, and this character is literally kind of broken the game to some end with the final smash. I don't know if you saw that clip.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few.
The final smash like took like 45 seconds because the game like froze, but it ended up finishing. Like so, this character is literally breaking the game a little bit on some ends.
Characters have also been falling through the stage against him.
Yeah, that's the other thing, especially like Samus's. It seems like it's a lot of Samus's just literally going through the stage, but
oh no! Oh God. Wow! That was actually that could have gone way worse. I'm glad he actually because if he decided to glide any other way, he would have just flown forward. But because the God, I have no clue what it's called. What are the wings? I don't even know what the wings are called.
Oh God, I forget.
I forgot what they're called. They have like some special name to them, but.
It's like something light.
When the wings disappear, he gets full control of his aerial drift while falling again instead of being in like that Meta Knight-esque, Brawl Meta Knight-esque glider. So that was really, really smart by Sonicfiend. It's incredible to see how good people have already gotten with Steve when he's literally only been out for like 2 days.
Dude, I mean, this kind of looks like hell for him right now. I don't know what the optimal way for him to approach this. I mean, I'm sure there's something. But I think we're kind of like watching on the spot how this character deals with Wii Fit Trainer, because I'm sure with all the matchups that happen in this game, within the couple days Steve's been out, like this probably isn't one that's been very widely explored.
Probably not, especially with a character like as niche as Wii Fit. Like you don't really see a lot of Wii Fit players out there. The ones that do exist are like really, really good, but they're so like it's like not you don't tend to see too many Wii Fits out there.
Hardly at all.
But it seems like the only way Steve can like counter zone against Wii Fit is with Minecart, and Minecart is very linear as well. Like the only thing you really have to do is jump over it to kind of avoid it. Like that just beats it outright. So when you have a character that has multiple zoning tools plus a damage booster and a knockback booster, it's like how does Steve enter? How does Steve craft his way out of this one?
Yeah, I don't think he does, and I think that's why I think that's why this character is sort of being considered not very good. At least before everyone figures out the things that do make him good, because I'm sure that's also on the way.
Because right now it's a trial and error process, probably of like seeing, like literally, I feel like every player is just throwing everything at the wall at the same time and seeing what sticks. And in like a few months' time, we'll probably get a more solid idea of where this character is supposed to be. Like it's insane because this is the second character who their meta has to be exclusively developed online, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it almost accelerates the meta development because you are exposed to so many different matchups online as opposed to just playing your local scene.
I could agree with that, and I also think though, like especially in this case where the character before this who was developed online was Min Min, which was a character no one really people just didn't
no one really
take
cared
to.
about Min Min.
It's just what it is, and there's a lot of reasons for